everybody, and thank you for joining us for another Sunday Club in our kitchen in the month of August with me, Julie, and with Claire, who's doing the camera today. We've got another fantastic story for you today about the times of Jesus and something wonderful that he did. But first of all, I'm thinking about it's August and maybe some of you are meant to be going back to school soon after a long summer holiday. And I wonder if you're looking forward to going back to school. It's going to be different, and I know we're going to have to be careful in school now. We're going to have to do an awful lot of this. What am I doing? I'm washing my hands. And I heard from one of the mummies this week, and she said to me that her boy who comes to Sunday Club was fantastic at washing his hands, and his sister, they both wash their hands lots and lots and lots. So thank you, because we wash our hands for a very good reason. We also do this for a good reason. Can anybody tell me what this is? It's a mask. And the reason we wear a mask and the reason we wash our hands is because there's a sickness and we don't want to catch the sickness. Because if we did, it would make us very, very poorly. So it's wonderful that you're all taking very good care of yourselves, and thank you. And actually our story today is about some people who were sick in the time of Jesus. Now, here's a man who was sick in the time of Jesus, and the sickness that he had was called leprosy. Poor man, look at him. He looks like he's bleeding. Does he look like he's been in a fall? Or maybe he's had a fight? But no, it's part of his sickness. That he's got wounds on his hands and his feet and even on his head. He's all wrapped up in bandages to try to help him to get better. But this sickness was really, really horrible, because if anybody went near him, they might get sick with leprosy just like him. And for that reason, he was not allowed to live in the town. He and anybody else who had leprosy had to live right outside their towns, in the fields, in the hills, wherever they could go. And some of them would send a warning, "Don't come near me, don't come near me. I have leprosy, and if you come near me, you might get leprosy too." But one day, Jesus met a group of men who had leprosy, and he changed their lives forever. So here's our great big Bible, and it tells us the story we're going to hear today. Let's look and see what picture there is and what the verse is for today. Oh, there's not just one picture today, there's two. And it tells us, then he bowed down at Jesus' feet and thanked him. And that comes from the book of Luke, chapter 17, verse 16. Then he, who's he, I wonder? Maybe it's him. He bowed down at Jesus' feet and thanked him. What strange pictures. Would you like to hear the story? So one day, Jesus was on his way to Jerusalem, a really big city. And as he was walking, he passed by lots of different towns. As he came close to one of the towns, he could hear a sound in the distance. What could that mean? When he came closer, he noticed that on a hill there were some men, and they looked very sick. these men had leprosy, can you see? And they were very, very sad. I wonder how many of them there were. Shall we count them? There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 men with leprosy. Stay away, they shouted. But they really wanted Jesus to help them. Jesus, Jesus, have mercy on us. Please help us, they cried. Jesus said to them, Men, turn around and go into the town and show yourself to the priest in the church. That's a strange thing to do, they thought. But okay, we will. And they started to turn and walk towards the town. And as the men began to turn around, the most amazing thing happened. Their bandages started to fall off, and all their wounds started to get better. What an amazing change. Jesus had healed them all. And they walked towards the village, but suddenly one of them stopped because there was something very important that he wanted to say to Jesus. He left the other men and he ran back to Jesus and he fell on his face and said, Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for making me well. Jesus said, I healed 10 men. Where are the other 9 men? And indeed, why did all those other men not say thank you to Jesus? And that was the story of how Jesus healed 10 men. But only one ran back to say thank you. And it made me think to myself, maybe sometimes I'm not very good at saying thank you. Maybe sometimes when somebody gives me something, I forget to say thank you. And Jesus loved when the man came and said thank you to him. And I think people love it when we say thank you. So this week, I am going to do my best to remember always to say thank you. And maybe you can find some times where it would be lovely to say thank you as well. Thank you, Mummy, for my dinner. Thank you for helping me today. Thank you for giving me a big cuddle when I needed it. And thank you, Jesus, for loving me so much. So today we've been hearing the story of how Jesus changed the life of 10 men who were very sick and made them all better. But only one of them said thank you. And this is our craft today. I got a piece of paper and I put my hands on some white paper and drew all around them and then cut them out. And I put different faces on all of them because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 men. And then I got more paper and I stuck it on to say, Jesus healed 10 men. Only one said, that's right, thank you. And I'm just going to stick that one down. And that's the craft that you can do today. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope it will help you to remember how lovely it is when people say thank you. Thank you for listening.